Hey everyone, hobbesyoda here. I'm here to give my review of the brand new Ridley Scott film, The Martian. Now, as a lot of people know, as a lot of people tend to think, because we all have different opinions on movies, but the majority of people, we all know that Ridley Scott has not been as good as he used to be lately. I mean, Ridley Scott used to produce amazing, outstanding movies. Like seriously, like his first couple Alien movies were amazing, and his first of Alien movies are just outstanding. And his Blade Runner movie was like amazing. He's so great with sci-fi movies. He was, but then he's produced a lot of not so great movies recently, like Exodius. Oh my gosh, how horrible was that? And a lot of people say, like, Prometheus has a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people say, well, this is completely crap. This is supposed to be a prequel to Alien, and it leaves me with more questions and stuff, and it's not that as good as the Alien movies. I still thought it was okay. I actually kind of liked Prometheus. But yeah, and there's a few other films besides that he's done that weren't so great. He hasn't been as good lately as he used to be when he used to produce like outstanding films. Well, I am glad to say that he is back on track. I swear. Now I'm not gonna say that after just one amazing, outstanding movie. Okay? I don't want to say that, but my God, The Martian was so good. It was so great. Um, like, seriously, and it's already predicted to break Gravity's October record, which I'm really glad about, because I thought, don't get anyone mad at me, but I thought Gravity, next to Avatar, was one of the most overrated films ever, I swear. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion, but seriously, I think Gravity's like one of the most overrated films next to Avatar of all time. But anyways, although Avatar was amazing, I just didn't think the movie itself was that great. Like, the visual effects and stuff were amazing. But anyways, I'm not talking about Avatar, I'm here to talk about The Martian. Okay, but this movie, Ridley Scott, I think he's like back on track. This movie was outstanding, I swear. And if you get a chance to see it in the IMAX, you definitely should. The visual effects are amazing. The score, the music soundtrack is amazing. And and like all the acting, phenomenal cast. The acting is all amazing, and the story is so good, and it keeps you intrigued and intensified. And it's kind of like a mix. It's a great survival movie. It's kind of like a mixture of Castaway and Apollo 13, and it always captures the sci-fi element so well. And it's really interesting and intriguing to watch too. Him survive on his own, being stranded on Mars. It's really, really good film. Yes, for those of you who don't know what it's about these group of astronauts that go out, set out on a mission to Mars, but then there's a storm that comes. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. But right at the beginning of the movie, something happens, like a storm comes in, and they all have to leave, and they accidentally leave one of their men, played by Matt Damon, named Mark, behind in the storm, because they just assume he dies, and they leave him behind. And then they find out he's alive, the whole world finds out he's alive, and they just left him on Mars. And he has to try to survive on his own, while everyone else tries to find out a way to save him from Mars and help him survive. And that's what the whole movie's about. And like the whole cast, like I said, is amazing, great acting. I think like two best performances were by Matt Damon, and Jeff Daniels really surprised me in this movie. He was great, like seriously. But yeah, that was a really interesting story. Like I said, like a combination of Castaway and Apollo 13. Really great overall film. You should definitely check it out. If there was any like negatives I had about the film, it was like kind of at the beginning when they do leave him. Um, it's funny because as you're taking off in a space shuttle, you're going really fast. You can't move your head. Your head's just stuck straight like this, going up. And when they leave him, they're all like moving their heads back and forth, talking to each other. It's like, hey, you think he's alive? Yeah, I think he's fine. And you think, yeah, he's dead. Don't worry about it. We gotta go. They're all moving their heads back and forth. I'm like, you're not able to move your head right now. The heck, there's little stuff like that, but that's like nitpicking. But yeah, overall, and it does, it's kind of, it sounds boring trying to think of people trying, what sounds boring is having to listen to people find out a way to bring him back home and just talk and strategize of how we're gonna help him survive and stuff. But no, they actually keep it really intriguing and interesting throughout the whole movie, and the movie's like 2.5 hours long, and there's almost not like one part where you're not entertained. I swear. And there's not like barely any action in this movie, but it still keeps you so intriguing and still extremely intense and stuff. This is really great. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Ridley Scott's definitely back on track, hopefully. I'm not gonna say just for one great movie, but yeah, this one, definitely check it out. One of the best performances by Matt Damon in a long time. And seriously, now that I think about it, America has spent like a ton of money trying to save Matt Damon. First was Saving Private Ryan, then with Interstellar, and then with this movie, The Martian. America has spent a lot of money trying to save this guy. You can tell why though, because you really learn to like love his character in this movie, and that's like one of the key things for me about survival movies. If we're gonna spend hours with this person trying to watch them survive, we're at least gonna want them to survive, right? You want to keep us intrigued with the character if we're gonna be watching them try to survive for a couple hours. And that's one of the reasons I didn't like Gravity, is because I thought the character was so whiny and annoying and dull and boring. In Gravity, that's why I didn't like it so much. You have to save that one character the whole time. But they make the character in The Martian a really great, funny, great character you want to stay with and that you're intrigued with the whole time. So that's one of the great parts. And yeah, this movie is way funnier. It's way funnier than you think it is too. Like it has like some great elements of comedy like out of nowhere that you're surprised about. And like, yeah, great things, great acting, great score, great story, plot detail, like of combining Castaway with Apollo 13 mix. Like I said, it's great story, plot detail, and everything. So yeah, just a little nitpicking stuff, about the head moving and stuff, but nothing really much wrong with the film. They do usually keep you intrigued for the most part. So yeah, overall, I'd give this one 4 out of 5 stars. Pretty good film, yeah, definitely worth checking out. Visual effects are amazing, so like I said, check it out on IMAX if you can. If not, either way, it's still a great movie. So yeah, definitely check out Castaway if you can. And that's my review of it. Hope you like this review, and I'll see you guys next time. And we'll see if there's any other time that Hollywood decides to make a film about saving Matt Damon again. Like, these Matt Damon saving films work out really well for us. Let's do another one. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see in the near future. But anyways, that's my review of The Martian. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time on my next movie review, whatever it is. Probably Hunger Games. So, next Hunger Games, probably. I don't know. See you guys in my next review.